What's up? We're alive. What's up, Bell Bells? Oh yeah, doing so good. We got Soko in the mix. They might start playing here in a little bit. Oh, look at you, silly girl. Remember, this is the same dog that's with us for dog aggression, right? That recently sent, Diz the Wolfman. That recently sent the dog to the ER, right? Same dog. Good girl, Bella. Good job. Sit. Nope. Come here, excited girl. Good job. Down. Yes, you're free, girl. We also got Maxwell in the mix hanging. You can see her goofing off. So we recently just did a Facebook Live, and our Facebook Live, good girl. Good, so I don't want it to be too much. I'm gonna calm her down here. Dizzy! Not too much. So Dizzy's actually, that's a good sign when he's trying to play with the dog, but at the same time, because it's still new for her, we don't want her to go too crazy just yet. Good job, guys. So I have to be able to control Diz too. Soko's a bit more calm, so she can work on some calm stuff, and then I can call her out if I need to. Thanks for your help, bud. Appreciate it. Maxwell's drinking water. He just got off the treadmill with Bella. So Bella's hanging out. Bella, come on. You see, on her own voluntarily, she was gonna go ahead and just place. What's up, girlfriend? How you doing? How you doing? Get a little goofy. Yeah, you're doing so good. Got Maxwell hanging out. You guys got a harder way for this. So like I was saying, we just finished doing a Facebook Live. That's awesome. So good. You're doing so good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're doing so good. We just finished doing a Facebook Live where, and that's the problem, Melina, though. You have to be able to control that play. It can't be wild child where all of a sudden when that thing that she loves comes around, you're not an option. You have to be able to know how to nurture it, how to enforce it, but also how to be the referee. She can't forget that a referee is there. You know what I mean? That's important. You don't want to dictate the game, but at the same time, you want to make sure that it goes according to rules. So that's something that's very, very important that we always say. You have to make sure that the dog knows. Of course, we train puppies. You have to make sure that the dog knows what sport she's playing and what the rules of that sport are. Very, very, very important. You see, so that's another thing too that you got to focus on is the other dogs. If the other dogs are wild, she's been doing fantastic because also she's not just going crazy and a little improper where the other dog tries to correct it and she gets the bad end of the deal by lashing out. So we advocate. We advocate by supporting some dogs, by correcting dogs that need to be corrected, giving them information, let them know when they're doing good. Giving them information to let them know when they're doing bad. It's very, very important to kind of let them know, hey, you can do this, but this is how you do this, right? If somebody like innocently wanted to play soccer and was like, oh, that looks fun, and they ran on the field, I was like, yeah, you can play. And they ran on the field, and the moment the ball was in the air, they caught it in their hands and they were running around, you would correct that person. You would say, hey, listen, I know you want to play, I know it's your first time, but we don't use our hands in soccer here, unless you're the goalie. So here we do it this way. So a correction is very, very, very needed. No, actually, she's been doing pretty good. Soko's corrected her, and she needs that. But this is the thing. You have to understand what's very, very important is that when a correction is coming, it's merited because, like, it's just regular dialogue. It wasn't like she's so wild, being so annoying that a dog is like enough, where that should have been our job. So corrections have to come from us, and she has to learn how to take that. She has to learn how to be able to turn up, but then you can turn that down, and she's okay with direction. So that's very, very, very important. No, I don't think I have the correction on tape, but yeah, this is what we're doing. So anyway, we just finished doing the Facebook Live where you saw how we were working her. Exactly, we were working her for her food around everybody stationary, and then we kind of gave her that reward. She played for a little bit, and then decided to kind of place on her own. So she's gonna fall asleep. She's gotten a walk. She's gotten like treadmilled. So she's super, super content. That's voluntary. Just like all these guys, they're all free, and that's what they wanted to do. Supervision, but here's the thing: when you're always going to supervise. I think management is always going to be there, but what are you managing? No, Soko's a male. Are we managing good behavior, or are we managing like a problem? If I'm going to be a manager, I want to manage a place that runs like a well-oiled machine, where I'm just kind of overseeing. Oh yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to like just kind of go nuts and be like, oh man, no, you got to do this and do that. So before I open certain doors, I make sure that all dogs are in a certain place. I make sure that I'm relevant and I'm in a certain place in the relationship. So that way, if doors do open a little too far and I'm like, ooh, I got to tone this down, I'm actually in a position to tone this down. So that's, of course, eventually, but you have to make sure dogs are at a certain place. If you have no control over them, if you're not in a position where like, at any point you want to say, okay, now we got to do this, I'm not liking this, then you have to slow things down until you get to that point. And all the foundation and things that we teach are what puts you in that situation. So what you should do with your other dog is you should really start working on, I think Jen sent you a couple videos and everything, really start working on all of those things being relevant, becoming relevant. Because once you're relevant, then you can open the door and to a lot of fun stuff where you can let dogs have a blast, but you know that you have a say and you have, I call it middle name relevance. Like my mother calls me by my middle name, like it's automatic. When she says Blake Daniel, I could be in the middle of a baseball game up to bat. If I hear Blake Daniel, oh, here, my mother just called me by my middle name, I gotta go, right? Because that means something, right? So that's that. Check out that Facebook Live. I dropped the ball last night. I didn't do the Instagram topic on whining, you know, what to correct, what to ignore, my opinions on that. So it's gonna be Blake's takes. We're gonna do that today, I promise you. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Later.